Hey, Cubs fans, and welcome to another edition of Cubs on Tap. I am your sad host, Nick Hudson, and I'm joined by a very special friend tonight, co-host Bobby Foster. We're bringing in the big guns for this unraveling, is what we're going to call it. Unraveling of season, 162. Things are going to happen, but things feel very bleak. But before we get into any of that, how are you doing tonight, Bobby?
Well, I've seen better performances out of better teams and better performances out of worse teams than this.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Yeah, this
Yeah.
Cubs lose tonight 5-1. Just a woeful performance by the offense yet again. But starting off with the series, you come into this yesterday and you lose a very winnable ball game. Both pitchers come out early. Lodolo, a blessing, leaves with a blister in the second inning, and you feel like golden opportunity there to just put some runs up, get some crooked numbers on the board, get an easy win, set yourself up for maybe a sweep. And now you're looking to salvage the series tomorrow after Michael Soroka, your lone deadline starting pitcher, is out with an injury. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man. You cannot make this stuff up. A
Yeah.
lot of hate towards Jed. I wrote an article about, the bargain bin that Jed is going after. And when you make a bet like this, and he said it, when you make a bet like this, sometimes it turns out to be a bad bet. But why are we making a bet when you are a team that is primed to go ahead and just take the division? You want to get cute. Jed wants to get cute and make a bet. But, I mean, we could get way into that. But, thoughts on yesterday's game?
It's just heartbreaking. It's just this team is so good. This team is so much better than what they have shown. It's like I was talking to you earlier. It's just like the post World Series season Owen Bryant teams where everyone would go in a funk. Whereas usually if you're a good team, you have maybe one or two guys just switching and taking turns and going on cold streaks. This is just everybody at once is cold and then everybody at once is hot. There's no in between. And it's just, you can't really win like that. I mean, the only benefit of this is that it's not in September. This is early August, so they still have time to turn this around because I don't foresee this going on the rest of the way. I do think they kind of turn things around because of the law of averages. But it's embarrassing to watch at this point. I look at my phone here and there, like I haven't really been paying attention to series. I just look and then I see highlight clips and then I go, oh, how can they embarrass themselves today?
Yeah, that's a really good point there. Yeah, and coming off of Justin Turner's walk-off there, you thought maybe this is the momentum shifter that they needed. Maybe you bring that into the series, and they just have fallen flat on their faces. But you make a really good point. I mean, everyone is slumping right now. Even guys like Tucker, the behind-the-scenes numbers are okay, but at the same time, he's not doing what you need him to do. He's not being that bat in the lineup that everyone fears. And tonight, I don't know about you, but the approach just seemed completely, I don't know what they were doing. Their approach just wasn't there. They were swinging at the first pitch, hitting it right into the ground. They had no game plan against Littell, right?
Zach Littell. It's just, I saw an at bat from Suzuki last night that just almost made me want. This entire at bat, I believe it was towards the end of the game. It had to be like the ninth inning or something. Had a 2-0 count. There was really no strikes he was being thrown at. And then his final one he goes down on is up at his eyes. It's just, you're supposed to, I get it. You're supposed to protect the zone, but like the zone is not that high up. So you can lay that off.
Exactly. And Suzuki has very much struggled. And when your DH is struggling, that's not a good sign at all. So, he gets a night off tonight, and hopefully that kind of helps him out. But, everyone needs a night off. Tucker needed a night off tonight, too. It seems that everyone just needs something, needs a shot of something. The offensive side of things is bad. And I mean, it broke down in the seventh inning tonight, obviously with Kittredge blowing it, and the Boo Birds came out there at Wrigley. I just feel like those boos were probably directed at the offense and Jed, but Kittredge just took the brunt of it because it's like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? One of those things. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it was disappointing. Did you see anything out of Kittredge that would concern you tonight, or anything that makes you worry?
Well, from what I've seen, like I said, I've only been seeing bits and pieces here. But I like Kittredge. I'm
Yeah,
kind of a closeted second favorite team is the Orioles, so I kind of have an extra eye out in Baltimore. I mean, he's a good, solid contributor in a bullpen. Obviously, he's not going to be the guy of a bullpen. He's more of like a setup guy. So, but yeah, you just can't have games like that where you just blow it wide open, especially with the way your offense is producing. You need to protect every chance that you can get. And I
yeah,
mean, once in a while they go through clunkers. I mean, a couple days ago at Caleb Thielbar, he's been usually hot on fire, just ran into a buzzsaw at that point. I mean, relievers are up and down, they're fickle. And with good offenses, they can kind of masquerade that, which I mean, they kind of did for a while towards the beginning of the season, where they had like the Eli Morgans of the world that we haven't seen since then just blow up. But yeah,
yeah. And honestly, earlier in the season, 3 to 4 runs felt like nothing. It felt like you can overcome that easily. And I think even JD mentioned that is like when you have 162 games, there's part of the season where 1 run is going to feel like you have to get 4. And that's kind
yeah,
of what it's been feeling like lately for this Chicago Cubs team. And I mean, I like Kittredge as well. And his first outing, he looked really well, really good. This just might be a case of, like you said, clunker, things unravel. It just came at the worst possible time, unfortunately. You burned, I think, 6 arms yesterday. And then today you got to go. Shota gave you a great start, but you got to use another 3 just to
yeah,
get through a loss. So it's unfortunate for sure. Nate Pearson
yeah.
doing cleanup duty, but yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, once I saw the news that Nate Pearson is up here, he's at Wrigley. I said, oh boy, it's gonna turn south fast if you got to go ask for him.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was on cleanup duty. I mean, he gave
Yeah,
you 2 innings tonight, no earned runs, so
it,
that's
it's.
something there. But
I mean, he's been so just like awful. I'm like, at this point, I would just cut bait with him. Like they had Kenta Maeda just lighting it up in AAA Iowa. Now he's off with the Yankees because he had to trigger his opt out clause in the minors.
Mhm.
You telling me you're not that desperate enough to say, hey, this guy's actually doing something in Iowa. Let's bring him up. Let's see what he can do. But no, let's keep the controllable potential that we have in Nate Pearson.
Yeah,
It's like
seems
a
like a common
it's
theme.
it's like a Julian Merriweather thing. Like finally they cut the cord on that,
Yeah.
but it's like you could have done that a lot sooner. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
just don't get it.
No, I agree 100%. It seems like a common theme with the control and the
Yeah,
prospect hugging. And to Scott in the comment section here has an interesting point. He says, "Bring up the untouchables: Owen Casey, Mo Baller, and Jaguar."
I mean it was a slap in the face when
Yeah,
you after the deadline. There's reports out there saying, yeah, they don't really want to move Moises Ballesteros, and then they don't move him, and then the very next day, oh, he is sent back down to Iowa.
yeah,
It's like if you're gonna keep him, like keep him up here,
yeah. And
have him
Reese
DH.
McGuire,
Yeah,
yeah, Reese McGuire's slowed down significantly. You can't tell me that you
yeah.
don't want to give Mo Baller the runway over Reese McGuire at this point.
I mean, I'd give him a run at DH and then let Suzuki
Sure.
play in the outfield. I mean, Ian Happ's just been so terrible. Let
Yeah,
Suzuki play left and let Mo Baller go at DH and just see what he does. If you love him so much, it's not a serious organization right now.
I agree with you, and that's a really interesting point. On another show, I don't know if it was Scott. Someone brought up, I think it was Steve, our friend Steve. He said that Pat Murphy benches guys, and that's something that the Cubs do not do, and that they should do.
Yeah,
And they
I mean
just, yeah.
he had a whole thing with Joey Ortiz where he literally called him out in the media like, hey, we need
Mhm.
like he's not doing anything. We need better from him, to paraphrase. But like things like that need to happen. You need to sit guys like Ian Happ. You need to sit him because he's just I don't know what he's doing. I think he's probably the worst out of all of them right now. And it's just, you can't afford what he's doing.
Yeah, and to bat him so high up in the lineup too. I
Yeah.
mean, he's batting second tonight. He, I know it does feel like an unserious organization with this
It's
move.
just throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks at this point, which that's the mentality that you have when you're rebuilding, but you're in a playoff chase. You're in a pennant hunt. And you're trying to win a division that you are now 4 games back of, that you had a pretty comfortable lead about a month and a half ago. And now that's just evaporated. So
Yeah, and I feel like if you did put all your chips in at the deadline, things would feel very different right now. I mean, you might be 1 game back of the Brewers at this point. You might be fighting back and forth with them. But if you put all your chips in, you did try to get Joe Ryan. Maybe you did get Merrill Kelly. Maybe you pivoted at the last moment to a Zach Gallen, a rental.
yeah.
Anything but what you did.
Adrian Hauser.
Yeah, Adrian Hauser, a great point. Like
Yeah.
anything else than what Jed did. It was a terrible deadline. And for me, it really added insult to injury that he got that extension before he did anything at the deadline. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not pretty. Right now, it is not pretty.
It's not. And they just, good commentary on Twitter right now where they seem to be lacking that aggressive over eagerness of Theo in this front office, because Jed's the common sense trying to ring people in, and now you have 2 of them with him and Carter. So I mean, Jed does a great job. I'm not going to say, oh, he didn't deserve that extension, but I just think he needs to put more people around him who are actually going to challenge him, rather than sticking with status quo and just saying, okay, good job, boss.
Yeah, like the win now type of guys.
Yeah.
I do think that's something that he definitely lacks. I'm not going to say he didn't deserve the extension as well. I mean, he's put together a great team on the field. This offense will come back and will start hitting again. But to your point, I mean, it's just like it's on or off, and that's a problem. I mean, really early on in the season, guys were picking each other up here and there, but that's kind of gone to the wayside completely. And it is concerning, especially as you continue to have that pressure building from the Milwaukee Brewers, who just seemingly cannot lose a game. And honestly, we can't get lucky. The Braves freaking suck. I had them on the second screen tonight. The Braves freaking suck. And we just cannot get lucky with these Brewers at all. No. At all. So we're going to have to make our own luck. And you got to put yourself in a good position where you're not having to sweep 5 games at Wrigley in 2 weeks, because as it looks right now, that's what you're going to have to do. So,
I mean, the benefit is that they've built up such a great cushion with basically not losing a series since, I think, like a week or 2 ago was the first time they had that happen. But like, the more time you just sit on your laurels and just say, oh yeah, we're around 20 games above, I mean, that's going to turn into 7 games above, and then God forbid 4, the way that you're going to go.
Exactly. And now you're going to be scrambling just to salvage this series. I mean, and this was against the Reds, which, I mean, in the wild card, you have them behind you, but it's your division. It's the division, so you should be playing with a different tenacity, and I just don't see it in this ball club right now. They just kind of look like they're going through the motions at the worst possible time, and it's just puzzling to me. But good point about September. I mean, at least they're not doing this in September.
At least this isn't 2023.
Exactly.
God, that was even worse.
That I would like to wash that away from my memory forever. But I mean, you still have a lot of ball games left. There's still a lot of time. It's just these moments can really slip, and like Christopher Cole says in the comments here, I agree 100%. They just seem completely lost. They feel lost all the way around, and I don't know what did it, but something's got to change. Something momentum-wise has changed. I'm a big believer. I don't know about you, but I played baseball for a while up through high school. Momentum is so big in baseball. You know, if you're winning and you feel it, and things are happening on the field that are special, and things are clicking in the clubhouse, and, you know, guys are doing different things, it feels really good. And things just kind of happen naturally. Baseball is a beautiful sport in that way. But when you're grinding and you feel like you have your back against the wall and you have to push, and every plate appearance is uncomfortable, and you're trying to just grind it out to get, you know, swing for the fences, and things don't go well. And I think would you agree that the momentum just isn't on our side right now?
It's just shot at this point. I really think because this offense goes when Kyle Tucker goes, he's still got to be nursing some type of injury because this is just ungodly levels of bad right now.
Yeah.
Because I think what he had that hand injury about a month or so ago, I think there's probably lingering effects from that. Yeah. And then that's just like resonating all through this clubhouse where just nobody is able to pick up from him, especially Suzuki. It's just, I'm just baffled. And then you got just the other guy like Hap, like I said, Bush going extremely cold. I'm just like amazed. And then because this team is better than what they played at. You've got name talent on here who have proven they can do it in the past. And then you have Milwaukee, who has the Kroger grocery boy hitting a 2-run game winner every night, or some guy who's over 30 giving you 6 innings of shutout baseball. It's baffling.
I know it really is. And
then they've got no starting rotation depth now that you lost Soroka, which was your golden acquisition. I mean, at this point, you're gonna have to go. Yeah, you're gonna have to pick up somebody off the scrap heap because I don't think Assad's gonna be ready till the end of the month. You can't wait on that. Tyone looked terrible in his rehab start. I mean, at this point, I'm like, I saw the Yankees release Stroman. Go see what he's got left. You have nothing to lose at this point. If you're of that mindset where, let's go find a bargain, bring him back.
Yeah.
Just see what he has. Give him a couple starts. If he gives up 7, 8 earned runs, all right, then cut him.
Yeah.
But just, you got to try something because there's really nobody else out there.
Yeah, you got to do something. No, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Daniel Berry says, hey, everyone, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Sad Tuesday to me. Because I live and die by this team, so I'm very unhappy.
Yeah.
This is funny here. Trevor Bauer. Do something.
Oh, boy.
Just if we're turning to Trevor Bauer at this point, things are really bleak.
Yeah.
And Hank says Hoyer and Ricketts got what they wanted, a team well below the luxury tap and a cup of coffee appearance in the playoffs. Mission accomplished. That's that's pretty accurate.
All that money they saved by trading Cody Bellinger. There you go.
Yep, didn't put it back in the team. Yeah.
I mean, you're telling me you could out something for a round, like you said, like a Zach Gallen or somebody who's making a fairly significant salary in a walk year. You couldn't just throw money at that and give them a Kevin Alcantara because seriously, they've got too many outfielders. I mean, you can't hoard. I want to keep Casey and Horton and Shaw are pretty much my untouchables.
Sure.
But if I want to trade a Kevin Alcantara or a Ballesteros or a Jackson Wiggins, go for it. I mean,
do it.
If you're so of high praise of your farm system, you shouldn't be afraid to let those guys go. If you churn them out like a factory, what's the point of holding them?
Yeah, and that's what your system does for you, is gets you guys to win now. And that's the thing that they're lacking. Like you said, they don't have a win now mentality, and it's boggling to me because this was the year to do it. This was the year to push everything in. You caught lightning in a bottle. Guys were playing well above the back of their baseball card. And now you see that they're coming down to earth a little bit, especially Suzuki. Like you said, I don't understand that at all. But it's just it's kind of disgusting right now. It really is kind of disgusting for sure. But, I mean, pivoting to one thing positive. Let's talk about one positive thing on this show tonight. Go to Imanaga tonight. Did very well.
He's turning into that Jose Quintana type where he just can't get a pitching win. He'll give you 7 shutout innings, but still get the loss with a 1-0 loss or something like that, or
Yeah,
no decision. It just
it's sad for him. I mean, he put
yeah
the team on his back, gave you opportunity to win. Unfortunately, Kittredge kind of took that away, but even the offense had more than enough opportunity to put the pressure on the Reds early on. So I think they
yeah
went 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, somewhere around there. But overall, just a really bad game and a bad series you have to salvage tomorrow.
yeah pretty much.
You have to. You have to salvage tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, one of your untouchables is out there. Cade Horton going against Abbott.
Yeah, I mean that's going to probably turn into another. I'll give you 5 innings because they seem to be limiting his innings. I'll give you 5 innings of shutout ball, and then just have it 0-0 to the 8th. They blow it, lose 3-0.
Yeah.
That's probably my prediction.
Yeah, I think Andrew Abbott's going to shove it down your throat tomorrow. I really
Yeah.
do. Unfortunately, I really think that's what's going to happen. Um, I really hope it doesn't happen, but they are kind of due for a sweep, and it's looking like maybe that's what they need to wake up and go. The sky is falling a little bit here. We need to figure out what the hell is going on. Do we need
If
to?
if the Soroka injury was not going to wake him up, I have no idea what else would.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree 100%. I mean, the Soroka injury was predictable in my eyes because he had such an extensive injury history. You took Michael Soroka. We were talking about it in our group chat. Like,
Yeah.
why did you take a guy with injury history, especially this year?
I mean, I didn't mind the trade when it first happened. I'm like, okay, you're giving Christian Franklin. He's an outfielder. He's probably a Rule 5 draft pick this offseason. I mean, that's fine by me. And then the very young shortstop, the international one that they traded, I mean, those guys grow on trees. So I'm not going to be hung up about that. If you gave up, like, let's say a Kevin Alcantara for him, I'd be like, okay, this is a bit ridiculous. But yeah, when they first made that trade, I'm like, okay. I'm like, they've got a fifth starter or a guy who can be swapped in and out of the bullpen. I mean, you're kind of redundant in that area when you got Colin Ray and eventually Javier Assad and guys like that. But like, okay.
Exactly.
I'm like, that can't be the final thing you do. And that's what I was at. Like, it was the trade deadline. I'm like, I can't give them a grade. I give them an incomplete. They bought all the groceries, but they didn't buy the entree.
Yeah.
Because if you had the ace pitcher with all those guys, it would have been like, all right, this is what you need to do, and you did it.
Yeah.
Especially
I
with Willie
agree.
Castro, I'm like, that's the type of player you need. Plays every position. I hope he comes back for a couple more seasons, and they just don't cut him loose because that's definitely a guy you can use on the bench instead of a John Birdie.
Yeah, I'd much rather see Willie Castro on the bench than John Birdie. And
Yeah,
to your point, he's been playing everywhere. Like
yeah,
he is just everywhere. I thought he could be the spark club for this team, but it's just the offense. It's just not looking like that's the case right now. And Scott's put in the chat here in the comments section that the Cubs have only lost 3 in a row twice this season.
that's baffling. You see how bad they're playing recently, and it's just, how is it even possible?
How is that possible? Well, they've scraped it along. Honestly, they're not doing as bad as it feels. It's just the Brewers are doing so much better. Like they're playing
It's a
out
fair
of their
point.
mind.
It's just
Yeah,
it's frustrating. It's like, oh, okay, you see a Justin Turner walk off, and okay, they probably made some ground, and then you search up that Brewers score, and it's 16-4 against Washington, and it's like,
yep,
yeah,
yeah. It's very frustrating. Well, what do they have to do tomorrow to win?
I mean, if they could hit something and just because at this point they couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. If they could hit baseballs that look like beach balls now, that would be much appreciated. I mean, set the tone early in the first inning. Work counts. Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree 100%. I mean, I really think they need to have an approach, right? Have
Yeah.
an approach at the plate. Go up there with a plan. Don't
Yeah.
just go up there hacking.
I mean,
You got to,
don't be afraid.
especially against.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be in an 0-2 count. I mean, the more pitches you let them throw, the better. Get them in their
Yeah.
bullpen. Get their bullpen off guard. It's because that's why I just don't understand. It's like don't go attacking unless you really need to. Like
Yeah.
if you want to put it like if you're up 5-0, go for it. But like
Sure.
you need to work counts. You need to get guys on base. You need walks.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be attacking right now because, for like you said, they can't hit it. It
Yeah,
does not look like a beach ball to them. What's happening is they're barely missing, and then it's a pop fly or it's a line drive right to the infielder. Like it's just not
yeah,
happening for them. So you got to do something different. One thing I'll add is I would love to see them be more aggressive on the base pass.
yeah. Have that
Get
early,
that speed
early
going
from
again.
earlier this season. Yeah, have that tenacious approach on the base pass.
Yeah,
You got
maybe
PCA. You got Nico.
God forbid I say drop down a bunt, maybe. I don't know. Something to get this going. Not a Kyle Tucker sack bunt, please, for the love of
God.
God. But
Oh,
something to get things going. But
yeah.
yeah, these things are going to happen. It's 162 games. Is why we love baseball. But right
Yeah.
now, it's not a fun feeling at all to be a Cubs fan.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, the one benefit is that really nobody else in your division did anything at the trade deadline. I mean, if you're going to go gung ho on trading for Tommy John, surgery victim, and Jordan Montgomery with the Brewers, I mean, power to you. But like I'm just not going to be like, oh, okay, I see Milwaukee added Joe Ryan or Cincinnati added Zach Gallen because then it
Yeah.
way behind the 8 ball. I get what San Diego and them have done, but you can really only worry about who in your division got better. And they still have the best roster. They made the better additions compared to other teams, but like they didn't really put their foot down.
No, they did not put their foot down. They did not act like a big market team at all.
No,
And it's been the theme, sadly, with the
no.
Ricketts era. It's just not looking like they're going to be that team to do that. And we knew they weren't going to sign Tucker. I don't know if you want to sign Tucker right now. I don't know.
I still would. I
You
mean,
still want to,
the
yeah.
one benefit is like, oh, okay, look what you did in July and August, man. Like, you
Yeah,
really think we're gonna give you 400 million? I mean, kind of,
true. Maybe his
yeah.
value went down a little
I
bit. Who
would,
knows?
yeah, conspiracy theorist, not theory, right there. But yeah, I'd still bring him back. I mean, that's the kind of guy that you want on your team. When
Yeah.
he's hot, and he's working counts. I've never seen a guy work a count like he does.
Yeah. When he's hot, like you said, he
Yeah,
really, yeah, that's the key when he's hot. I mean, he's really gone cold, but things got to turn around at some point, right?
yeah,
So tomorrow they're going to go into this, hopefully try to salvage the series. This has been fun talking about these. Well, as fun as it can be talking about these two losses, but it was nice to get on the mic with you, Bobby.
yeah.
We're going to go ahead and end this one with telling you where you can find all of our content. It's at ontapsportsnet.com. Go check us out. We have lots of coverage. We have Bears, Blackhawks, Bulls, the White Sox. They're kind of
Bears are right around the corner.
Bears are right around the corner. Hearing good things
Content while
about
it's
camp.
hot.
Yeah. It's time to start getting excited and do
Yeah.
it's like the cycle. It's we're at the point where we start to get excited.
And we're
Wanstead was on Marquee, got me pumped.
Yeah, I mean, we're at that time of the year where the new head coach is having the most brutal training camp regimen program that the Bears have ever had. So we're at that high peak. Get
Yep,
it while it's hot, because
100%.
come November we're not calling timeouts at right times. So
Yep, 100%.
yeah,
I think Darren put it best. Darren is speechless. We're speechless as well.
when you're talking about the Bears, I mean that's pretty speechless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Being a Chicago sports fan can be a blessing and a curse. Right now, it definitely feels like a curse. But
I mean at least it's not Cleveland.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. At
Yeah,
least we're not the Cardinals.
no, yeah. At least it's not Colorado.
Exactly. It could be
Yeah.
a lot worse. But we move on. Hopefully, you capture the momentum going the other way again, especially before we go into that 5-game series at Wrigley. That is going to be the most crucial series thus far this season. So that's going to be fun. But keep an eye out for all of our content. Check us out over at OnTapSportsNet.com. This has been fun, Bobby. What do you say we get on out of here the only way that we know how?
Go for it.
Fuck the lousy Cardinals. Fuck the Brewers. Fuck Andrew Vaughn. And fuck the White Sox for giving Andrew Vaughn that opportunity.
Yes, I second that.